want you to help me. Yeah, I just spent the longest time trying to get this angle right for this video, for this episode, and I'm still not 100% pleased with it. I don't know if it's because I got my little space buns and they a little bit off. I tried to fix them and I couldn't get it perfect. And you know what? Not being perfect is okay. And so we're gonna just move because I'm gonna be here all night trying to record this, and I don't want to do that. This is gonna be a pretty short episode, at least I think so. I always say that, and then it ends up being long. We're gonna see, but let's get started. It's 2024, okay? First episode. Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to the Honestly Truly podcast, hosted by me, Tylar Cimone, and Today, as I told you before, I'm struggling, I'm struggling. It's the first episode of the year. I'm getting back into the groove of things. Took a couple weeks off because holidays and family and busy life. But now I'm back. It's 2024. I'm very excited about it. I hope that y'all are having a good year so far. We're only 6 days in. I guess when this comes out, we'll be 9 days in. But I'm recording this on the 6th. So far the year has been good. I feel like I'm off to a good start. I've been putting things in practice for the things that I'm trying to do so far. So feel good about that. Trying to keep the mental together. Okay. It's been a little hard. I'm not going to lie, but it's a new year and I'm being positive about what's going to happen. I hope that you guys are doing the same thing. But let's just go ahead and get into what you're dying to know. What am I drinking? Okay. We're elevated for 2024. Y'all not seeing this. Cheers. Cheers to us. Let me let the people here who are listening. A little swirl. This is just a glass of champagne, okay? Nothing crazy. Just a glass of champagne to celebrate the what? Let's try that again. I'm gonna keep that in there. I'm not even gonna take it out, okay? Because I do this all the time, guys. I stutter a lot because I talk fast and this happens. But anyways, just celebrate us. It's a new year, and my sister got me these glasses that are shout out. Shout out to her for these glasses. They're very cute, aren't they? Shout out to you, Tor. Anyways, let's have a little sip. Woo! Delicious. This is my third cocktail of the night. They've been spread out though. I had 2 earlier today. One of my friends came over and I made a little cocktail, and it was like a little mimosa tequila something mix that I had going on. But it was light. It was nice. It was calm. But this is just straight up champagne today. So that's what we're drinking. Let's see what else. It's been a second. Oh, what am I listening to? This week, I've been listening to a whole bunch of stuff, like from super old music, a lot of new stuff. I've been mixing it up. But the 2 songs that I have had on replay, let me make sure I get everything right, child. The 2 songs that I have had on replay is one, Anita Baker, No One in the World. That's just a classic song, okay? I would sing it, but you know what? I don't want to. Anita got it. I'm going to let her have that one. But I've been listening to that, and I've also been listening to another old song, Baby Come to Me. It's Quincy Jones' song, but Patti Austin and James Ingram sang it. Very good. I don't know. I just kind of been in that mood. I don't know. It's been good. But those are 2 songs that I've been listening to the most this week, like on replay, especially in the car, like back to back. I don't know what's been going on, but they're just such good songs. If you have not heard of them, I'll have them linked down below or maybe somewhere. It'll be there. You'll know. But if I don't do it, because there's a chance that I might not, if I don't do it, just go back and listen to it. I'll put the screenshot of what it looks like up here. They're both beautiful songs if you haven't heard them before. Most people have, but if you haven't, okay. But I think that for 2024, I want to add something in for our segments because reading is fun and I like to read. I feel like my last episode showed you guys a little bit more about the kind of books I like to read and stuff like that. So I want to share that because I'm at a point now where I'm always reading a book. Like there's never been a time where I haven't had some kind of book that I'm reading. So I want to do like, what are we reading? And let's do the first one. So I'm currently reading like 4 books, which is crazy. That's not usually how I get down. I usually read one at a time. But because I have like audio books and then I have regular physical copy books, that's how I'm able to fit in so many. So right now I'm reading, I think it's 4. Is it 4? I don't know. We're going to see. So reading this book, I was reading this one in the last video I put out too, but I'm still reading. I'm just taking my time, but it's a very good book. I'm about 40% through this. It's a really, really good book. It's got themes like love and men and music. And don't want to say a lot because I want you to read it, but it's very, very good. And right now, I don't know if I wanted to share like what if I'm at a certain part. Right now, what I've learned so far, what's irritating me is the main character. His name is Circus, and he gets on my last nerve. Okay, he be out here with all the women's. All the women's. He gets on my nerves, but he's also very interesting, and there's a lot to him. So I'm excited to see like how his character develops and what I learn about him as I continue reading. And then I'm also reading this book to start the year off. Get Good with Money by what's her name? Tiffany Alashay. Okay, she's pretty cool. I like her. And I've listened to her a lot on different podcasts before, but this is her book. It has a nice cover, but I borrowed this book from a friend and she don't got the cover. So this is what I got. As you can see, I've already been taking notes. These are all my little ripped up. I need to get some real book, what's it called? Like book sticky notes. But until then, I've just been ripping up the little sticky notes that I have and putting them in there. So I've been learning a lot from this and I'm excited to finish it. I think I might even do a book breakdown episode on this because I feel like you guys could gain a lot from it. It's been so helpful. I think I'm about halfway through. So I haven't even gotten to the rest of it yet, but so far I've learned so many things and I've already begun to put some of those things into practice. So be on the lookout for an episode breaking down this book. And then I'm also reading romantic comedy by Curtis. Oh my gosh. I can't remember the last name. Starts with an S. I'll put it up here so we can see it, but I'm really, really enjoying that. It's based like kind of like SNL type situation. So it's the main character is a writer for the TNO, which is like SNL, but the book version. And there's a love situation going on in there. But it's really, really good. I'm really enjoying it. The writing is amazing. I really wish I could remember the author's full name, but that book is really good. I'm almost done with it and I really don't want it to end. So if you are looking for a fun romantic comedy to read, it's literally called romantic comedy, but go check that one out. I really liked it. And then I'm reading something else. I can't. The Paris Apartment, but technically I'm not reading that right now because I rented it and I didn't read it in enough time, so I sent it back. But I am gonna re-rent it so I can finish the rest of it. I just wasn't in the mood for like the thriller mystery read at the end of last year, which is why I still haven't finished it. But yeah, that's the books that I'm reading. If you guys are reading anything, I'd love for you to put it down in the comments and you can say what you're reading. Put me on. I'm always looking for new book recommendations. Even though I have a current TBR list. Oh my God, what? TBR list of probably 70 books right now. Also follow me on Goodreads. We can be friends and I can see what you're reading and you can see what I'm reading. I want to say it's just my name, Tyler Larkins. I don't even know, but I'll put a link down below for you guys to follow me and we can connect on the book. Okay. Connect on Goodreads. Anyways, okay. What else is there, guys? Yeah. Do I have a long story short, short story long? To be honest, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I did not think about this segment until this very moment. So I'm having to do a quick little stroll through. Off the top of my head, I do not have a story, and that's piss poor preparation on my part, you know? So we're gonna just move on. I don't think I have an adulting hack either. Outside of this is a quick one, okay? If you didn't get to do Christmas the way that you wanted to this year because you didn't get to get your decorations the way that you wanted to and do all the things because Christmas decorations can be expensive, buy them now. Like now that Christmas is over, go to Big Lots, go to Walmart, go to wherever you get your Christmas decorations from and buy them all because they're going to be half price or discounted pretty well because nobody wants them anymore. And then you can be ready for next year. I need to go do that. I'm a little bit late, but I need to go do that. So if you haven't done that and you want to be prepared for next year, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, go to the store now. That's your adulting hack. Look at that. Put that together right at the top of my head. But let's get into the topic. Get a little some of my drink. Woo! Okay. Today's topic is going to be nice and easy and breezy. I want it to be smooth and quick for us. Okay, I don't want to hold you here for a long time. But I basically want to recap 2023 and step into 2024 in a different kind of way. So let me get my little list out. I have 3 different lists and I want to tell you all about the things that I'm leaving in 2023, that I'm keeping from 2023 and that I'm adding onto 2024. And that's how I'm going to break it up. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So the first thing we're going to cover is what I'm leaving in 2023. So the first thing that I'm going to be leaving is going to be people pleasing. Yep. I said it. I like to bury her and leave her to die in 2023. I really want to do that. And it's something that I've been dealing with like basically my whole life. I feel like I'm a very empathetic person and I really care about people's feelings and I'm really in tune with people's feelings. So when something's off or I can feel that something's off, I want to fix it. And I'm sure some of you guys are people pleasers, so you get what I'm saying already. But I know that although it has its benefits, being able to please people and be attuned with people's needs is amazing. But sometimes it can be to your detriment. And I know a lot of times it's to my detriment. And I'll put myself down in order to make sure that someone else is okay. And sometimes it's good to do that. But all the time or when it's literally not good for you, that's not okay. And so I'm going to put my very best, foot forward to not people please. At least in a way that's not to my detriment. Because sometimes, like I said, sometimes it's good, but sometimes I be doing too much. And I care more about what other people think and what other people need and what other people want from me more than what I want from me. And that's just not healthy. And so that's going to take some time for me to kind of work my way out of that because it's something that I've been dealing with for a long time. But I want to be a little bit more intentional, even though it makes me very, very uncomfortable. And I don't really want to do it per se, but I know it's what's best for me. So I'm going to my plan is to leave that, let her be buried in 2023. No more people pleasing in 2023. I'm done with it. So we'll do a check-in this time next year and see how successful I was with that. But that definitely is my goal. And I know, like I said, I'm not the only one who struggles with this. So if this is something that you struggle with too, take a step back. Think, do we want to carry that into our year? Has that been serving us? I can guarantee you that it has not served me 9 times out of 10. So it's like, okay, come on, we got to let it go. I know it's hard, but we got to let it go. And so that's the first thing I'm leaving. The second thing is going to be procrastinating. Now, I wouldn't call myself a procrastinator in general. I'm not. I usually get things done pretty quickly, but I am a procrastinator on small things, like a small task that could take me maybe 15 minutes. Why am I waiting 2 weeks to do that? That doesn't make sense. Like, you know what to do, you know how to do it. Why don't you just do it? Because even though they're small little tasks, when I don't do them for a long period of time, I come back and now I've got a whole list of things that I could have taken care of right when I needed to instead of waiting to the last minute. And so I kind of noticed that little small things like that started to crop up, and I'm angry with myself when I finally do the thing and it took me 10 minutes. What was the reason? Why did you do that? And so although that's not a huge thing that's been disrupting my whole life, it's something that I could fine tune to like make myself better. And so some areas, something that you're leaving behind, if you choose to do what I'm doing, all right, leave some things behind, don't have to be something huge, like life altering that you're leaving behind. It could be something small that you know that you can be better at. That could be a small change that you can make that can make your life a little bit better, then do so. Like if you know you can get rid of something, if you know something is not good for you, go ahead and come on, take it out, take out the trash. We're done with it. And so that's kind of how I'm trying to view, moving into 2024, like, okay, it's done. That didn't serve you. It didn't work. It wasn't working for you. It never worked for you. You just were okay with it being there, even though it really wasn't the right fit. And that applies to a lot of different things. So when you're thinking about things that you're leaving behind that you don't want to carry with you, even though we're already a couple days into the year, you can still decide, never mind, I don't want you here. You can throw it on back to December 31st, 2023. Yeah, those are the two main things that I'm leaving behind. Procrastinating and people pleasing. Peace out. You're left behind in 2023. Rest in peace. Okay. What's next? Dang, we only got 15 minutes. I told you it was going to be a fast episode. Look at me. Okay. Keeping. What am I keeping from 2023 that I'm bringing into 2024? All right, I have a couple things. So, one, personal office hours. And you're like, Tyler, what's a personal office hour? Let me explain. So, when I get done with my work day, I get to my car, I sit down, I scream, okay? Not every day, but a good number of days. Not because I'm upset or I'm just so angry or something's really irritating me. It's just like, get that energy out. Let it out. The day has been long, whether it was a great day or a not so great day. Just get that little yell out. And I'm not going to yell right now because it's going to be loud and this might be loud in your earphones. I'm not going to do it. But like, so I just gotta like, you yell, okay? Get in your car, go in your closet, okay? Be outside and just get a little yell off. It's healthy. Just get that energy off you. Now, that's the first step. After I've initiated the screaming, all right, the yelling, all right, in a safe way, you don't want to scare nobody, but you got to get that energy off. Once that's done, you can begin your office hours. And this for me has just become like a time where it's like, I sit there, usually with the car off. That's my preference. Because I don't want any music. I don't need anything. I need silence. And I sit there in silence for a little bit. I catch up on text messages from friends and family, people I didn't respond to. I answer emails, anything that's personal, that's nothing to do with work. I plan out the rest of my day because usually I have, like in this season right here, I have so many things going on outside of work also. So like I have to plan out my time. And if I don't get a chance to do that before I get to work, then I need to have some time to do it after. So like I get in the car, I scream, I text people back, I sit in silence, and then I plan out my day. And then once I start driving, I know exactly what I need to do. The rest of the day is planned, and then I don't have to worry about nothing. Because I found that if I don't do that, sometimes I'll get home and I'll be like, well, I guess I'll just watch TV all night. No. No, you have so many things to do. So like if you're in a season where you have a lot of things going on and the days are very busy, you might need a little time. Like you need like a little buffer period. And I feel like that has been helpful for me to not feel so overwhelmed with the amount of things that I need to do, but also like have like a little me time portion where I'm like able to do whatever I want to do. Like sometimes I watch a YouTube video before I start driving. That's just my personal preference. I just gotta unwind, get the work day out the way, and then prepare for what else I need to do so that I can like know what to do when I get home. And so that has been helpful for me. So I've been doing that pretty much almost every day after work. It's just nice. And that's something that I look forward to after work before starting the rest of my day. So that's something that I want to keep because it's been good for me. What's next? Reading. Okay, we already talked about books earlier today, so I'm not going to go all the way in, but just overall, reading has been something that I've been doing since, well, I mean, I always read, but like reading for enjoyment, like not for school. I didn't start doing that till like late 2020, 2021, somewhere up in there. And like I said, like I told y'all in the last episode, it was more like self-help, nonfiction, which was good. I learned a lot from those things, and I still enjoy those books to this day. But like 2023, I was really in my fiction bag. I was reading all the fiction books, and I really, really enjoyed them, and I still do. And so I want to continue reading in 2024 because I feel like it was a great way for me to like have a little time to escape. It's good for my mental health. It's just like fun. I look forward to it. Like every night I read, every morning I read, and I look forward to it. And it's just exciting. I don't know. I just like it. It's a new hobby of mine, and now I'm all enthralled in it. I'm a book girl. Okay, I have all the things. I want to get a Kindle soon. My friends have just put me onto the Kindle, and I was like, oh, I need to get me a little Kindle. Okay, like it's exciting, and so I don't want that to die out. I want to keep reading. And I don't think it's going to be a struggle for me at all. Like I said, I have a long list of books that I'm excited to read this year. Don't know if I'm going to get through 70 books. Like, whoa, that's a lot. My goal for the year is to read like 20 books. Last year I read 17 or 18. So I'm not sure how many we're going to get through this year, but I definitely want to bring that joy and that like passion that I have for reading that I've newly found, whatever. Hey, hey, that new passion that I've found. I want to carry that on throughout 2024 and so far. And I'm not taking it out. I'm keeping that in. Okay. I'm just excited, guys. I'm talking about books. Anyways, I want to carry that energy on. So definitely keeping reading and the joy that I have for it. And then number 3, I think this is the most important thing that I'm keeping, even though this didn't kick in for me until 3rd or 4th quarter of the year, but like listening to my gut for real. Not like just hearing my gut and be like, oh, this is what you said. This feels right. And then being like, oh, I'm second guessing, doubting. But like when I feel my spirit and my gut is telling me something, to listen, because I've noticed over the past couple months of last year, that every single time I didn't listen to my gut, at the end of it, I was like, dang, I should have listened. I had the right answer the first time. Like I had the right decision the first time. I should have went with what I said or what I thought initially. And I think I think I talked about this in other episodes before, but that comes with like, as I grow more as an adult and learn more to trust myself. I think that coincides with trusting your gut, trusting yourself, trusting your gut. Your gut is a part of you. And I feel like I started doing a little bit better with trusting my gut towards the end of this year, and I want to keep that going because she be right. She be right. I'm not right all the time. My gut is not right all the time, but I try to listen to myself and the way that I feel about whatever situation I'm having to decide on, or whatever the Holy Spirit, amen, downloads to me. The Holy Spirit be right, the gut be right. And so I want to lean more into that. I want to lean more into trusting myself in 2024. So I definitely want to keep that train going. I'm just getting it off the track. I'm just starting with that. So like, it's something that I have to continuously remind myself of, but I want to be a little bit more intentional with when I feel like something is right or wrong. I want to be able to like split second, boom, that's what this decision is, and go, because that's when when I don't do that, that's when the overthinking comes in, and then I can, go through a whole cycle over and over again. That's not necessary when having to make certain decisions or do certain things or choose certain people, whatever the situation is. I just know like lately my gut has been right, or it probably has been right this whole time. I just wasn't in tune with it at all. So I encourage you guys, if you are kind of like me in that way, take a second, think back over your track record of decisions that you made, and things that you feel like your gut told you, they feel like the spirit told you. Like, think about those things and be like, I was right. I should have done that, or I did do that and I was right. Like, confirm those things for yourself so that you can be more confident moving forward in 2024 to be like, I said that and I was right about that, and this is what I did and I was right, and this is good, and I'm trusting myself. I think that's important for a lot of different reasons, your confidence and all that stuff too. So that's something I'm going to really, really try hard to implement into 2024. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yep. So those are things that I'm keeping. Let's go over. Let's go over the things that we are adding on to 2024. Okay. Let's see. This first one is very important, and I'm going to have to, like, a lot of these are things I'm going to have to try. And that's good. Like, I like challenges, especially when it comes to things like for myself. But the first one, saying no when needed. Okay. I don't say no to everything. That's not what I want to be. I don't want to say yes to everything either. But I know that for me, saying no can be hard. If it's dealing with people, because I don't want to hurt people's feelings, and I want everybody to get what they want. That ties back to people pleasing, which we have left to die in 2023. So that's a reason that sometimes I have a hard time saying no, or I have a hard time saying no because I don't know what the right answer is, and I don't want to say no, and I should have said yes. That comes back to not trusting your gut. Okay, you see how this is all tied together? These things are all intertwined, and I'm realizing that now. When I was writing these things, I was like, these things, we're connecting the dots here, sister. All right, we're seeing it. And so I was like, this is a pattern. Ooh, gotta go talk to the lady about that, okay? But anywho, I want to be better about saying no when I need to. And I want to feel the burden of saying no to something, whether it's because I don't want someone to be mad at my decision or not to agree with what I'm saying, or if it's because I don't want to be fearful that I'm making the wrong decision, and maybe I should have said yes when I said no, or should it be a maybe. I don't have the bandwidth for the extra thought process there. If the answer is a no, it's a no. And like I feel like there was a book I read last year. A book I read at some point said that if it's a maybe, it's usually a no. And I think that was helpful for me as a person who does overthink from time to time. I've grown a lot, but like when that maybe comes in, I'm like, oh my God, it's a maybe. Oh my gosh, let's think about it for 45 years about why it could be a maybe or yes or no. I don't think I have the space for that. Like I said, I really don't know. I can't say exactly what it is that God's going to do with me this year. I have a lot of big goals. I wrote my goals down and everything. If you haven't done that, it might be nice to write down a few things. Nothing too rigid, nothing too crazy. Don't go crazy. Don't be hard on yourself. Too hard on yourself. Be a little hard on yourself. Come on. But like, not too hard. Write your goals down. Do that thing. Yeah, I don't know what God is going to do with me this year. I don't know what he's got going on. I have my goals written out, and I told him what I'm looking for, what I think would be great. Can't say. All right, that's his business, and I don't want to be up in there. I just want to, execute what he's asking me to do. But anyways, back to the point. I was saying that to say that I don't know what he has going on, and I don't want any of my indecisiveness, and any of my people pleasing tendencies, or any of my not trusting myself get in the way of what he's got coming for me in 2024. I don't have time. So eliminating all the extraness in terms of my thought process for things, I think is going to be very helpful in me achieving those goals that I've set for myself this year. Like getting out of my own way, basically, is what I'm saying. That's it. There it is. Getting out of my own way. And so I encourage you, if you're standing in your own way, it's time to what? Move. Okay? You gotta go. You need to move because I'm sure you have big goals and big things that you want to do for yourself and big things that you're asking God to do for you. Okay, you want him to show up? I need you to come on, move out the way and start moving towards what he wants for you. That sounded kind of good, but that's that. Okay, so back to the point. I want to start saying no more. No, I want to say no when I need to, and I want to say it without worrying about everybody else. I want to say it because I know that that's the right answer for me, and that just be point blank period. And that's something I really struggle with. So I'm gonna have to fight. I'm gonna have to try really hard because my brain wants to do something else, and I have to like break that thought pattern. But that's that. All right, y'all. As you can see, we've got a little new camera quality looking right here. That's because I'm using my phone. We had some technical difficulties, all right? It's been like an hour or so since the camera cut off. SD cards giving me issues. I figured it out, but the process to get it all the way fixed is gonna take me a little too long. And I only had like one more point left to give you guys. So we're just gonna keep it moving, keep it honest, okay? Keep it true up in here, and we're gonna get to it. So the last thing I'm keeping in 2024, or I'm adding on to 2024, is my ta-da list, okay? So this girl posted on Twitter, I forgot, I need to see if I can find the exact post, but she posted about her ta-da list that she made last year. Basically, it's a list of all your accomplishments that you did throughout the year, small or big. And like, it's something that you can look back to and be like, I've really been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I've really been taking care of business. And I feel like that could be beneficial for me because I be forgetting what I be doing. And I do a lot of things and I get a lot of my things done that I want to get done, but like, I don't really like sit in it and be like, oh, I did that. Like, I forget. And I'm not, trying to, or not trying to like be proud of myself for the things that I have accomplished, but it's just not at the forefront of my mind. I think that for myself, I need to remind myself, like, you're doing a good job. Like, you can be proud of yourself. Like, and so I wanted to start doing that for myself. And I did. I made a little list. I'll put a little screenshot of it somewhere up on the screen if I can. But, and I already have one thing on there. I'm excited about that. But, I put it down. So I put, what the thing is that I accomplished, and I put the date so that when I can go back throughout the year, I can look and be like, oh, in the first 3 months of the year, I've already done these things. And they're not just like my huge, like major goals for the year, even if it's like, oh, like I was consistent in the gym for this amount of time. That could be one of your things. Whatever little or big thing that you want to write down on your list, write it down to kind of commemorate all of your accomplishments and commemorate the things that you have done and remind yourself of your positive track record of the things that you are following through on. I think that's very important, okay? Because we can be, like I said, me, Tyler, your host, hard on herself. And I'm sure that you guys can sometimes be a little hard on yourself too. And that's a good thing, but sometimes it can be a bad thing. And I forget everything that I do sometimes. So I think that this is just an important thing for me to give myself a little bit of praise and to acknowledge the things that I have done throughout the year, and not just like wait to like reflection time at the end of the year when I think about what I've done. So I encourage you guys, if you want to try that, something that you struggle with is like, giving yourself that credit, write down some things, small things, big things. One of my things I wrote down, I booked a doctor's appointment. I haven't been to like see the regular doctor in a long time. That was an accomplishment. So I put that down on my list. Okay, that's meant something to me. I feel good with myself because I took that initiative to be a big girl and call the doctor and book my own appointment. All right, I love y'all for real because this is the third time that I'm sitting down having to stop and start because my phone ran out of storage, but it's okay. I'm determined. So here we are. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and that you were able to apply some of the things that I've shared into your 2024. I hope that you get everything that you're looking for out of this year, okay? And it's yours to have, so go and get it, amen? Please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. I would really, really appreciate it. Share this video with somebody, okay, who's trying to get their life together for 2024 as well. I love you guys. Have an amazing week. Bye.